Hi, this is Ice Cold Combos, and I'm going to show you a new system that I've been working on for our upcoming release of Severed Clans. So, as I equip the Ranger set, you can see that I have a sword skill called Shock Dart, and this is just a debug skill for now because it's really just meant to show off this new system that we have. So, I've set up a somewhat realistic base. I believe this was designed from one of my old clan's bases a long time ago. And you have your gear and stuff inside, and some places where you can shoot people. You know, pretty standard stuff. And but what's not standard is that the blocks here are pretty expensive. They're iron blocks and netherite blocks. And so there's a reason for that, because this new system that I've created is an electric system. So let me demonstrate. So this skill currently, at the location of the arrow, the block that it's sticking in, it radiates out an electric shockwave. And of course we wouldn't have a skill like this because it would be kind of broken to have constant shocks emanating from a projectile. But this is really just meant to show off the system. So currently, all of these numbers can be changed, but the radius is set at 4 blocks for this demonstration, and the stun duration, just so you can see the stun, is set at 1.5 seconds. So this is what happens if I walk into the electrified zone. So during the time where I'm electrified and shocked, you can see that I lost some HP and that my screen started shaking and my walk speed is reduced to 0. Although it's not a full stun. I can still turn my head, I can still jump, which allows me to move slightly. So let me try to move the best that I can. Can still move a little bit. So it's not completely debilitating, but it's meant to be a deterrent from entering these shock zones. So as you can see, this base becomes a lot more deadly when you realize that the very floor that you're standing on is not safe anymore. So also, this creates ways for players to kill players in their water traps without a lot of blocks, without a lot of bow spam. Excuse me. So oftentimes you might have to shoot somebody 5-10 times. Imagine this goes back into the base, and so if someone falls into your trap, they might be trying to /C home, but you can prevent that by maybe having one of those walls over there being conductive. And let me demonstrate. So I could have something over here, just right there. Maybe I can have another one right here. And the reason for this is that wherever the player is, I'll have learned the radius of the skill that I'm using, and I can shoot that block and it will electrify the water. So you may be asking, what blocks can this electrify? Well, there's a long list that is subject to change, and the list, it includes basically anything that I thought was metallic or that should conduct electricity. And so, things that are really stony or sandy or, anything that's natural won't conduct electricity. But there's things that are more subjective, like sea lanterns. I decided no for sea lanterns. So really, it's just up to me and what the community thinks. So all of these blocks, this chain, yeah, diamond, no, netherite, yes, redstone, yes. It's very subjective and subject to change, but it will definitely make it so that base defense is different and hopefully more dynamic. and it'll give players a lot more options. And so we are planning on making multiple skills that utilize this electricity system, and possibly, you know, legendaries or bosses using this system as well. And so for the practical side of the demonstration, I think that's it, but I want to show you a little bit behind the scenes of what's going on with this electricity system. All right, I am now in the Abandoned City, which is a map that we will utilize in a world event also called the Abandoned City, which will allow players to come into this map all together and search for ender chests that are hidden around. And if they open these ender chests, then they will have the chance to get legendaries and rare loot and stuff like that. And so first off, we think this event will be really, really cool. And we've hidden so many secrets, so many secrets. And it's taken me so many years to finish this map. But enough of that. Now we are going to test the electricity, but I've changed one or two parameters. So I have changed one parameter to increase the radius to 8 from 4. Before, when I was showing it at that base, it was 4. And that seemed pretty big already. Obviously, I don't think we will have any skills with a radius of 8, because that would probably be overpowered in any case. But for now, I'm doing it to show you what the electricity spread looks like. So I've also enabled another parameter which will allow you to see how the electricity crawls through these blocks. So this is what it looks like in the most basic case, which is a straight line. So you can see, let me back up so that the sound is not unbearable. So you can see that it goes red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, red. And so I just had an array with the colors of the rainbow, and then every time it expands out, it changes color. So I learned this algorithm in machine learning, but basically it can actually do this in all directions. And so, you can see there's some funky stuff going on with the with the glowing effect. But now, oh, that's not ending. That's not good. Oh, that's because there we go. The debug skill is not fully fleshed out, but that's okay. So let me make a less basic example, which will allow you to see the crawling in action. So I don't want to do it on that fence because the glowing kind of looks weird. So let's spread it out, and you can see how it can crawl. So if I do it on here, you'll see what happens. So it can crawl through even corner blocks, and it can't skip blocks even if they're very close. But if I put it on this, then we'll go through all of those. And yeah, you can see it's a very dynamic system. And I think this is going to be a really good addition to the skill sets that we have for our characters, for our classes, I mean. So let me know what you think about this system and about what it does and how it looks and how it sounds. And let me know what you think of the Abandoned City, and I'll be sure to take all of your criticisms and compliments into consideration.